Okay, we're going to start with the understanding ratio concepts. So this is page 3 in your packet, I believe, your iReady math packet. So we're dealing with ratios. A ratio is a way to compare two numbers. So if you read the first one, we are comparing tennis balls to tennis rackets. So this is a part-to-part ratio, where part of it is tennis balls and part of it is tennis rackets. So right down here, the tennis balls to tennis rackets is part-to-part. There are also part-to-whole ratios, which is what the next one is saying. This is a part, tennis balls, and the whole are the total pieces of tennis equipment. So you would add the tennis rackets and the tennis balls to get the total number of tennis equipment. So, when you're dealing with ratios is just a way to compare some part to one part, or a part to a whole, like down here. So when it asks you to write the following ratios, there are a few ways that you can write them. Let's see. So right here, 3 to 5, you use the colon in between the 3 and the 5 right there, the two dots. This is the most common way that people write them. In other ways, you can just write the word 2, so 3 dogs to 5 cats, maybe. Same thing, this is 3 dogs to 5 cats, or you can write it as a fraction. So this is where it gets a little tricky. Sometimes you have to notice if it's a fraction or if it's a ratio. So you would still say it as 3 dogs to 5 cats. Okay, another thing is that order matters when you are using a ratio, so you always want to do it in the same order that it says. So tennis balls to tennis rackets, you always want to write the number of tennis balls first. So the number of tennis balls is 5, so you would write 5 first. 2, I'm going to go ahead and do the colon because that's the most common way, and then the number of tennis rackets, so that would be 3. Ooh, it's a big 3. Alright, when we move on to, you can do this one by yourself. The next one, it says he has a collection of 18 shark teeth. So that means that we already know the total number, right? So this is a whole, so it would be the total. Okay, then he has 6 tiger shark teeth, 8 sand shark teeth, and the rest is bull shark teeth. So we don't know how many the rest is, so you're going to have to do some subtraction to figure that out, or addition. What does the ratio 6 to 8 represent? So like just up here, 5 to 3, this ratio represents tennis balls to tennis rackets. So what would 6 to 8 represent? Right? And then what does the ratio 4 to 18 represent? 4 to 18, right? I don't see a 4 in this problem, so you're going to have to figure out what the 4 is, and then what the 18 represents. So your answer should look something like this. Not using tennis balls to tennis rackets, but what does 6 correspond to, and what does 8 correspond to? Okay, that's it for my first video.